Hello gorgeous, thank you for joining me here at my kitchen table. Today I'm going to show you how I made these nails. I'm testing out some products I haven't used before, so if you're interested in that, stick around, we'll get right into it. I'd already pushed my cuticles back, so my first step was to use isopropyl alcohol. We use this to get rid of any oils that might prevent the products from adhering to the nail plate, so give them a good scrub. The two products I'm using are both from Your Sugar. The first is a standard building gel and the second one is a polygel. But let's start with the base coat. I should get a super bond to help with the lifting, but I'm a wing it kind of bitch, what can I say? Nuked and good to go. The nail forms I got with my order from Born Pretty. I kinda like them, but I have since bought bigger ones and they are so much better. So here's where you can tell I'm a noob. I think I went in with too big of a bead the first time. I should have started smaller and built it up, but instead I started large and I still kept building. The product though was great. It was slow moving, it stayed in place and it was quite easy to form. Whenever it starts gripping the brush, just dip the brush in some slip solution and you're ready to go. And you can tell this is going to be a chunk of a nail. Well, hold on to your socks, we're not done yet. Yup, more is more apparently. At the time of building these, the proportions looked about right, or so I thought. However, once they started to grow out, I realised it was way too thick at the cuticle. We're talking less of a gentle slope and more of a sudden death drop. Lastly, I filled in a bit I had kind of missed on the side of my nail and then moved on to trying the clear gel. This gel is a lot more fluid, which makes it more difficult to work with for a beginner like me. Also, being as crystal clear as it is makes it almost impossible to see where you put it down. I found I had to keep turning my hand upside down in order to get the gel to run back to the arch instead of running down the sides. If you want to use this gel, I would definitely suggest using small beads and nuking often to give you more control. I put this following clip in to show you how fast this gel wants to self-level. I have not changed the speed in this clip. Because it kept running down the sides, I struggled to get a good arch. The gel wanted to settle right over my nail plate when I turned my hand, and the free edge just sort of ended up flat. I finished the nails and the rest of my hand with the polygel, for the sake of my sanity. This is why a latex polish barrier is a bad idea when you're building the nails. It gets stuck under the edges. Some of the edges were a bit uneven, especially on the clear gel. So I cleaned them up a little bit with regular nail clippers. I had two different file systems to use. The first is a super cheap block with a different grit on each side. The second one is a set of separate files. So I started with the block. I didn't have high hopes for this, and while it did work okay, it took time and the file wore down quickly. The second set came with a couple of torture instruments, cuticle tools, and 6 double-sided files. 3 thicker ones called Flex and 3 thinner ones called Edge. I started with the Flex file in grit 100-180. And then my battery died. I finished the polygel nails off camera and then got stuck in with the regular gel nail. The Flex files are great close to the cuticle as they are softer, and the Edge files are good for the, well, you know, edge. As I was filing it, I noticed some patchiness where I could see where I had placed beads on top of each other. However, they did file out and they were not visible in the end. For the nail art, I had a stunning glitter gel from Born Pretty and I wanted to do something night sky inspired. So I started with a coat of black. For some reason this is called Previous Gum. Behind the scenes look at ingredients, anyone? For my chewing gum or not, I love this shade as it's almost completely opaque in just one coat. I finished 4 of my nails off camera with the glitter. It's a gorgeous sparkly hollow. The way I did it was to dot on some of the glitter gel on the tip and then buff it in with a makeup sponge. This helps lay the glitters flat and also removes some of the base gel, making it more saturated with glitter. I then wanted some shooting stars, so I used a dotting tool and some white gel and I drew them on. Finally, I topped them with a no-wipe top coat. Now let's all pretend these shots were supposed to be out of focus to show off the sparkle. Yeah, intentional, that's it. For the nail files I can absolutely recommend this pack. I got these from Amazon, so I'll leave the link in the description. But I think they were about £7 or £8 for this entire pack and I'm really happy with it. It did actually take down bulk off the nail and help me shape them really nicely. I think I have got the shape slightly wrong on a couple of my nails. For example, if I show you the thumb, we've got this really steep curve there, which I'm not entirely happy with. But that is a me problem, not a product problem. So in summary, I can really recommend the Poly Extension Gel. I think it worked really well. I got what I wanted out of it. I could shape it and do whichever design I please, and that was a really fun experience. I look forward to doing that again. The brand I used in this video obviously ships from China, so it might not be an option for everybody, but I'm going to try some brands that I have found on Amazon, so I will let you know how that goes as well. I have found glitter gels. I can't wait. I am such a magpie for glitter. If you want to see more of my nail building adventures, or if you're interested to see the eye look that I'm wearing today, the makeup, then that video should already be up. I'll leave the link down below. It's the Kaleidos and Angelica Nyquist palette, Club Nebula. I'm super happy with it. I'm doing 5 looks with it in total, so please go check that video out if you're interested. If you want to stick around and see some more of me and what I get up to with my hands and face, then please subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!